In this video, we're going on a great ocean road trip to see these iconic sites. Good morning! It's our fourth day here in Melbourne, and today's activity is going on a great ocean road tour. Since we're a big group, we booked a private tour. But if you are traveling alone or just a couple, you can also do join-in tours through apps like Get Your Guide, Klook, or other agencies. First stop for today, the Memorial Arc of the Great Ocean Road. This is the start of the Great Ocean Road. Alongside the Memorial Arc is a sculpture of returned servicemen from World War One. The Great Ocean Road is one of the most famous day trips from Melbourne. It is a 240-kilometer stretch of road along the southeastern coast of Australia, between the Victorian towns of Torquay and Allansford. Second stop of our Great Ocean Road trip, we're here in Lorne. We'll stay here for about half an hour to grab some coffee or go to the toilet before moving on with our road trip. During off-peak season like now, which is late August, most of the shops are closed. Lorne is a popular surfing town which boasts a spirited arts community. However, it was off-season during our visit, so most shops are closed and there were no surfers. If you have time and is really interested in exploring the Great Ocean Road, Lorne is also a good choice for staying overnight. It's off-peak season now, so most of the shops are closed. But during peak season, there are several cafes and restaurants here as well. Okay, let's just grab some muffins or coffee before going back to the bus. I'm just giving tribute to this lane because look, it's the selfie lane. Okay, we're getting coffee and some pastries from this shop. These are $5 to $6. Coffee costs $5 to $6 as well. Okay, so it's time to go back to the bus. I just got some almond croissant and flat white coffee. These are cockatoos. From Melbourne, it is best to sit at the left side of the bus or car to enjoy the coastal view. So, third stop of our Great Ocean Adventure road trip, we're in Apollo Bay. We're going to have lunch here, so we'll stay here for an hour. So, yeah, Asians gotta be Asians. We're eating at a Chinese restaurant.
Baka naman walang kakain, ha? Ha? Sorry, sorry.
Kangaroo meat. We've already tried eating kangaroo burger in Melbourne, but this time we're trying kangaroo meat in Asian dish style. Our verdict? There's no distinct taste, but we all agree that it was tender. We're going back to the bus now. From Apollo Bay to our next stop, it was a 1.5 hour drive passing through the forest and field. Okay, guys, about 1 hour and 30 minutes from the last stop, we're finally here at the 12 Apostles. This is our second to the last stop on our Great Ocean road trip. The 12 Apostles is part of the Port Campbell National Park. Actually, we spent the entire 1 hour sleeping on the bus because it passed by the forest. As expected, since this is a Great Ocean road trip, it's a long journey, so we left Melbourne at quarter to 8 a.m. and then it's already 3 p.m. when we arrived at the 12 Apostles. Of course, we had several stops as well. So this is it, guys. This is the highlight of our trip. This is the 12 Apostles. These small islands, known today as the 12 Apostles, have a story that began millions of years ago. Shells and other sea life settled into layers in an ancient seabed, eventually forming the soft rock called limestone that you see exposed here today. Expect strong wind when you visit here, so if you have long hair, it's difficult to take a photo. You're coming here, you have to bring winter or your jacket because it's so windy. Actually, it's not so cold, but it's too windy. For those with long hair, bring a ponytail because it's really hard to take a photo here. The highlight of the Great Ocean Road is the 12 Apostles, with its rugged cliffs carved from the sea and its panoramic views across the rich and azure waters of Port Campbell. Until the 1960s, the area was nicknamed the Sow and Pigs, but for marketing purposes, they have been coined the Apostles, which slowly turned into 12 Apostles. So there is another viewing deck on this side, but you will see all the rocks. Although the name suggests only 12 stacks, there are in fact 30 different limestone masses stretched along the coast, but only visible ones from the viewing areas are the 8 apostles left. Due to the continuation of the stack's erosion, eventually the coastal shore will become non-existent. However, on a positive note, there is a prediction of some brand new apostles emerging from the coast in the near future. We only have 45 minutes here before we go to our last stop, so I'll just walk back to the parking lot. The last stop is just a 5-minute drive from the 12 apostles. Last stop on our Great Ocean road trip, we're at the Island Archway and to Razorback before we go back to Melbourne later. We have 45 minutes to spend here. It's now 4 p.m. So the drive back to Melbourne from here is about 3 hours. So we'll leave here about 5 p.m. and then be back in Melbourne by 8. And about the tour, the Great Ocean Road trip, this is one of the most popular day trips from Melbourne. And that's because of the view. So if you like nature, you would enjoy this trip. But uh, note that you will be spending most of the time inside the bus. So you will probably be sleeping. So take that into consideration when choosing an activity. The first two stops we went to in Lorne and Polo Bay, those are just basically breaks, like rest stops for toilet breaks and snacks. But in terms of view, wala masyado. So the first scenic view would be the 12 Apostles and then here at the Island Archway.
Island Archway is actually one of the names of the apostles, and you can also do a guided walk along the Loch Ard Gorge. The Loch Ard Gorge, I probably pronounced it incorrectly, was named after the Loch Ard cargo ship which sank in 1878. For me, this is the highlight of the Great Ocean Road, especially during golden hour.
So that's it for today. This is the Great Ocean Road Trip. So we're going back to Melbourne now. It's already 5 p.m. We'll be there by 8 p.m. So I hope you enjoyed watching this vlog. If you liked it, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video.